Hi, this is Nancy Finelli, your roving reporter for St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. Welcome to another edition of our show. I'm here with one of our new volunteers, Felice Harris. Her wonderful son Brandon's behind the camera helping us out tonight. It's always a pleasure to entertain you, we hope, and talk about St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. We sent out a huge mailing, and we're delighted that many more people are aware of the clinic and are using its services. To briefly recap, I'll get to that. I'm going to interview Felice a little bit. We'll learn a little bit about her and what motivated her to volunteer for St. Rita's. Felice, you're a patient of Dr. Maloney's. You've been here for a while. What do you do for a living? You have to take the mic.
Okay. I'm a special education administrator for preschool, and my job is the Guidance Center of Westchester and New Rochelle.
That's a wonderful place. It helps so many children, so many families, so many people, and we do a lot of referrals to there. How long have you been doing that?
I've been in special education for about 10 years. And prior to that, I was a social worker, and so helping people is what I do and what I like to do.
Okay, that segues nicely into what I was going to ask you next. Special education is a wonderful field. I actually was in it myself for a while. There are so many children in need who do need the help of special educators. They do a wonderful job helping these children. And as you said, I heard you clearly say you enjoy helping people. What motivated you to help Dr. Maloney at the clinic?
Okay, so first of all, when I first started coming to this practice, I noticed that every year Dr. Moloney had the Christmas tree out, and he was asking for donations of toys and gifts for families in the community, and I was like, wow, this is great. As I said, I really love helping people, and it's really rare and very commendable that a doctor would start up such a practice and offer a free clinic and do the Christmas party. And so I was really excited about it. In the first couple of years, I was like, I'm going to bring gifts. And then one day I saw a sign that said that he was looking for help, volunteers for the free clinic. And I was like, I'm definitely going to find time to do that.
That is so nice of you and so wonderful. You have no medical background, correct?
No, I don't.
That's something we want everyone to know. We always need volunteers, and you do not need to have a medical background. We do have Dr. Moloney there. We do have a nurse there. We need a phlebotomist. We always need nurses to help with the vaccines. But there's a huge need for everyday people, any specialty whatsoever, any profession that you are. We need help. Especially now, as I said, we did this huge mailing to Portchester, Mamaroneck, and New Rochelle, and people are starting to come in droves. And it's wonderful for us. We love to see many, many people and help as many people as we can. So we are going to need volunteers to help with that. I'm going to segue into the Christmas party in a little bit. Just wanted to get another feeling for Felice and what we do at the clinic, what she's observed, and how we're helping people. What have you felt as you've been at the clinic now a couple of weeks? You've been a volunteer. Kind of tell the public what you're doing and how you feel that you're contributing.
Sure. So first of all, one of the things that stands out is that many people do actually come in. So you see that there's clearly a need for people to get this free service. As a volunteer, just being able to interact with people, help to push them through the process, doing weights, heights, whatever I can do without having the medical background, even helping to set up the clinic, the tables and the chairs and all that stuff is so important to the function of getting the patient seen and back out the door as quickly as possible. So it's definitely been a great experience. I definitely feel like I'm a part of the community and helping the community. All of the volunteers that are there, everybody is friendly, everybody is warm and welcoming, and it seems to me that the people that are utilizing the clinic really appreciate it and feel good about being able to come there and get the services that they need and they may otherwise not be able to access. So that's great.
You're absolutely right about that. I've been saying and appealing to people through this show for many years now. If you know of anybody who doesn't have insurance, who's lost their job, who has insurance with a huge deductible, huge copays, and they haven't been to a doctor in a long time, it's extremely important that you get your annual physical each year. Hidden things can come up that you didn't know about, and the doctor will be able to find that. We do blood tests, EKGs, hearing, vision, breathing tests, blood tests, everything you would need as part of your physical. There's no difference between St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic and a regular doctor's office. Everything is done right at the clinic. And many people have put off having their annual physical or even delaying treatment when they're sick because their insurance is inadequate or they don't have insurance at all. And I've been appealing to you for a long time. Let everyone you know that this clinic exists. Tell everyone that it's there. It's free. There's no questions asked. And I'm going to emphasize again that it's free. Okay? We don't ask for a single penny in return. We just want to help people, especially those who have not been to a doctor in many, many years. We had a patient the other night, he hadn't been to a doctor in 10 years, okay? Fortunately, he's okay, but, you never know. So please, if you've been delaying your treatment, delaying your physical, delaying health care, this is a super place to come. Dr. Maloney's a truly compassionate person. He cares about every patient. He just wants to see everyone be well. And we're asking you to please come. Felicia said, the people who come are so appreciative that we're there to help them. And it was just a wonderful feeling the other night with all these people there that we were able to do this for them. And we're telling you, too, please come. If you need health care, come and get treated. Come and get help. We do the vaccinations for children for school. They're also absolutely free. We're under the auspices of the Vaccines for Children program, New York State Health Department. Everything is free. The volunteers are all true volunteers. No one gets paid, including Dr. Maloney himself. There's no money ever exchanged at the clinic. All we ask is for the basic demographic information, your name, address, and phone number, so that we can contact you in case there's an abnormal lab test or something else. Again, it's St. Rita's Free Clinic. It's held at St. John's Lutheran Church. Friday nights, 6:30 registration. It's at 122 Fenimore Road in Mamaroneck. Everyone is welcome. No one is ever turned away. Babies to 110 years old. Whatever you need, come. We're there to help. And we want to help. That's what we've been telling you for months, years now. Please utilize the services at St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. If you yourself don't need that, if you're well insured, have your own doctor, that's great, but please pass the word. Spread it to people you know who are in need. Everybody needs health care at some point in their lives, and especially, as I said, the annual physical. There could be underlying health conditions that you're unaware of. Hypertension's a silent killer, let's be honest. High blood pressure can kill, and a lot of people don't know they have it. So, if you haven't been treated, you haven't had physical, you haven't been to a doctor in years, please come to the clinic, St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, on Friday nights. With that, I'm going to segue a little into what else we do at St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. Felicia said we have volunteers. We always need volunteers. So if you'd like to volunteer, just show up on Friday nights about 6:15. Samir Caton, you've seen him on many of our films, will help you out, get you set up as a volunteer. Just need your cell phone number and your name, and you can get started right away. We'd love to have you. Anyone who would like to volunteer, please do it that way. We've sent out the brochure. Please read what it says. If you absolutely have to call the office and get information, please respect that we have patients during the day and that you can call after 7 p.m. to speak to me or whoever's here. Again, I'm Nancy, and So after 7 p.m., if you need more information, the brochure that we mailed has probably all the information you'll need. There's also our website,stritasfreeclinic.com. Everything is also on there, and that should give you everything you need to know about St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. So please come and utilize the services. Felice had mentioned that she'd come into the office and seen a Christmas tree. And on the Christmas tree, we have a little sign that if you'd like to help us out, to please donate a new toy for the children at St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. Every year, Dr. Maloney hosts this huge Christmas party. And when I say huge, I'm seriously saying over 1,000 children every year. At one year, we had over 3,000 children. Each child leaves with a bag full of new toys donated by you, the community, by other organizations, and we'd like to put out our heartfelt thanks to everyone who's donated in the past. Our patients come through magnificently, and we'd just like to say thank you. To continue to do this, we need donations of toys from everyone who can. We accept them year-round at Dr. Maloney's office. His office is at 144 East Boston Post Road in Mamaroneck. We're just north of Mamaroneck Avenue, across from Brewer's Hardware in the harbor. And you can drop it off anytime, Monday through Saturday. I'm usually here 9 to 6. Anytime you'd like to drop off a new toy. I've also said, if you're out shopping anytime, you happen to see a cool toy you think a child would really enjoy, pick it up any time of the year. We accept them. If you're shopping online, Amazon has a great deal. Get it for us, please. We'd love to have it. We'd appreciate it. I've been really enjoying shopping for my grandson, and it's great to have a grandchild. They renew your life. And I'm just so amazed seeing the toys that I played with as a child making comebacks. And, that was a long time ago. I'm not young anymore. So, it's a wonderful thing to see that these toys have withstood the test of time through technology and all the changes, and yet here they still are. So if there's something you're very nostalgic about, like I am, maybe you'd like to pick that up to bring some joy to a child. And when I say joy to a child, these children are so incredibly happy and thankful when they get their numerous toys from Dr. Maloney each year at the Christmas party. This year, the Christmas party will be held December 21st at 7 p.m. right here outside Dr. Maloney's office at 144 East Boston Post Road. We'd like to thank the police department, the Village of Mamaroneck Fire Department, the Public Works Department, all the organizations, schools, and churches who have donated time and gifts for us for the children. Excuse me. It's just an incredible feat. It's a wonderful, wonderful event. Dr. Maloney's wife decorates the office exquisitely. It looks like a Fifth Avenue storefront when you come by. The windows are all decorated. We have live Santa Clauses in the windows waving to the children. There's Christmas music playing. And there's a lineup of children so well behaved and incredibly anxious and happy to be here. The Village of Mamaroneck Police Department controls everything, so no one runs out in the street, so there's no accidents, there's no any problem whatsoever. The fire department is here with a truck with the lights flashing. The children are overjoyed. And the Public Works Department helps us out with cones and signs and everything else. And we'd just like to thank all of them once again for everything they've done for us throughout the years. These guys are not on duty. They're not assigned to do this. They're all volunteering to do this. And for that, we're truly grateful. There's so many people who at this time of year realize that, you want to give back something. This is a super way to do it. There's no greater joy than giving. And if you can find it in your hearts to get a toy for a child, every single toy counts. Like I said, we have over 1,000 kids each year. Each kid leaves with several toys, so we're talking thousands of toys. We would really, truly like to say, please donate if you can. We also do take cash donations. They are tax deductible. So if you'd like to send a check, it's St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, care of Dr. Maloney's office at 144 I'm sorry, you can send it right to St. John's. It's St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, 122 Fenimore Road, Mamaroneck, New York, 10543. Make your check out to St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. It is tax deductible. Everything helps out in some way or another. As I said, we collect no money. There is no budget. So when we need supplies and so forth, medical supplies, office supplies to keep the clinic running, we rely on donations. So if you could help us out that way, that's super too. When it comes time for the Christmas party, if we have money left over and need to buy toys, we do that as well. For some reason, like manna from heaven, we always manage to have enough toys for every single child who shows up, and every child does leave with, as I said, several toys. I don't know how it happens. It always feels like we're going to run out, but we never do. It always seems right to the last child we have just enough toys. So it is miraculous, and I want to say that is through the good heart and kindness and love of Dr. Kevin Maloney. He truly cares about his patients. He truly loves children, and these things happen. And when I say these things, the clinic happens because of him. The Christmas party happens because of him. And he's an inspiration to all of us who volunteer to do this, and it gives us a piece of him to bring to you. So please come use the services at the clinic. Please come to the Christmas party if you have children. The children do need to be here to receive the toys. Some people have come without the children thinking they can get toys, but we need to have the children here. And please donate if you can. We can always use new toys. We can always use cash donations. So help us out any way you can. I'm going to let Felice talk a little bit more. Maybe she'd like to tell you a little bit more about her experience at the clinic, about maybe her job, about maybe being a patient of Dr. Maloney's, and tie it all together.
Okay, that sounds like a really big task, but I will say that I definitely really enjoyed my experience at the clinic. I'm looking forward this year to being a part of the Christmas party. I always make donations, but I'm definitely looking forward to being a part of the actual event this year. And as I already stated, helping people is what I like to do. The Guidance Center of Westchester's, that's what we do there, working with young children and families. In fact, last Friday when I was volunteering, a former parent from the Guidance Center came in for the service, and she's like, she was talking to me like part in Spanish and part in English, but she's like, "What are you doing here?" And I told her that I was a volunteer, and she's like, "No, Dad, is that true?" And I'm like, yes. So we had a chance to catch up a little bit with her son and what's going on with him now. But it was just really nice to be a part of that, and again, to continue what it is that I love to do, and that is helping people and giving back to the community. Again, I will say about Dr. Moloney that I have not seen any place else I've been a doctor that has this type of operation going on the side, where he's providing free medical services for patients that do not have health insurance. And I think it's really commendable, and I'm certainly willing to join forces with anyone that's giving back to the community and helping everyone in the community. Thank you.
Very commendable, Felice. Thank you for that. This is Glory Champlain here. I just want you to know that this doc, he's a great guy, okay? So you got to come to his clinic. You got to come and let him make you feel better. He's a great guy. He's a good doctor. He'll take care of you. So what are you waiting for? Come to the clinic. Come to the Christmas party. All you little kids, you want to get some toys? December 21st, 7 p.m. outside Dr. Maloney's office. You've been here before? Great. If you haven't, come. If you've been here before, tell your friends and their families, bring you here. Okay? So you got to come. Let Dr. Maloney help you. All right? Felice, talk about the clinic some more. What kinds of things you saw, why the people were there. Okay?
All righty. Quite a few young children came, and they were looking to get their physicals. Several of them needed to get shots, immunization. People were getting blood work done. Some people needed prescriptions. The woman that I spoke of earlier, she had a very specific health concern that she needed Dr. Maloney to give her a prescription for. She had been to the clinic before and had already gotten a physical. And a couple of the people that were there were people that were returning, coming back to maintain their health regarding issues that they already had. So not necessarily just to get a physical, but they actually need Dr. Maloney's care to maintain their health, just for general health maintenance. So those were some of the things that I saw.
This is Heather Giancarlo. I would like to say thank you, Felice. I want you to know that I'm in charge over there, and it's my job to make sure that everything is organized so that you are taken care of 100%. I guarantee you that you will be taken care of 100%. No one is ever turned away. Everything you need happens right there at St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic at St. John's Lutheran Church, 122 Fenimore Road in Mamaroneck, 6:30 p.m. every Friday evening. Come and bring yourself, because that's all you need. You don't need any money. You don't need anything else. Just bring yourself and state your problem. We will take care of you. Please make sure you do that. Okay? Thank you very much. I'm sorry my friends had to talk there for a while. Okay, so again, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Christmas party. This is some major event that you need to see. It's just incredible. How many children come? Sometimes we forget that right here in our own community, there are many people in need. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. A lot of times, some of the children who come for the Christmas party, it's the only Christmas they're going to have. The families cannot afford any part of Christmas, and this is it. And we try to make every child feel special, loved, and that they deserve what they're getting, and they certainly do. Every child deserves to have a Christmas. So if you can help out any way that you can with that, please do. As I said, we accept new toys all year round. Anytime you're out shopping, if you see a super sale, sometimes the stores have, like a Hasbro sale or a Mattel sale. If you're out shopping and you happen to glance over in the corner and see that, maybe you could pick something up for a child in need. And these are truly needy children. We literally give out to 1,000 or more children each year, no matter the weather, no matter what happens. Last year it was snowing, and we still had quite a few children. So it does happen every year, and it's a wonderful feat. Dr. Maloney's been doing this for almost 30 years now, and it's grown to proportions that are unbelievable, but we love doing it, and it's so organized and well thought out. We could use some help. We need a committee of volunteers to help us with the Christmas party. So if you're an organized kind of person, like to organize things, maybe you could get a committee together and we could tell you what we need you to do. And maybe you can carry that out for us. There's many little things that have to happen before the Christmas party takes place. Nothing difficult, just that there's a lot to do. So if you would like to help us out, certainly call me anytime. I'm going to give you my cell phone number, so anyone who wants to volunteer, it would probably be better if you text me, because I do work all day. The number's 570-460-4291. Or again, you can call Dr. Maloney's office, 914-381-2091, but please do call after 7 p.m. So yes, we do need volunteers at the clinic, but as well for the Christmas party. We need a core group of volunteers who would like to organize and volunteer for the Christmas party. I've also said before, if you're part of some organization that matches gifts, that would be a great thing to do. You donate something, they donate something. And also if you're a part of some social group or a business group and you're looking for a way to give back, this is a great way to do that too. So maybe you can have a toy drive. We have a real estate office that does it. It's incredible, and we thank you. And as usual, you do it every single year. And once again, I wanted to say thank you. And again, I wanted to thank the police department, the fire department, the public works department, the churches and schools who have helped us so much throughout the years. And you know who you are, and we do appreciate every single thing you do for us. It wouldn't be possible without you, because this is a huge crowd, and all your help is greatly appreciated. And we do appreciate that you are volunteering to do it. So once again, we need volunteers at the clinic. We need a group of volunteers to form a committee for the Christmas party. We do need donations of new toys. We need donations of cash. If you can do that to help us out, that would be super. And we do need you to come to the clinic and use the services, and we do need you to come to the Christmas party to receive gifts. So please spread the word that all these things are going on. You know, let's get a community of people talking about St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. You know, start a conversation. What can we do to help? What can we do to get people to go? How can we make this better for everyone? You know, and that's all we're trying to do is help everyone, make it a friendly, you know, Mamaroneck's a friendly village, as Samir always says. Let Dr. Maloney be part of that. And he certainly is. He's been doing it for many, many, many years. And we want to continue to do it. We want to help you all. So please help us out by coming and helping. Anything else you want to add?
I can just second everything that you said. Please come out and be a part of this great work that Dr. Moloney has started in the Mamaroneck community. Help out the community, help out, be a volunteer, make donations, whatever it is you can do to help. Thank you.
Okay. I'm just going to recap a little bit so you know what we're talking about if you just tuned in. This is St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. Dr. Maloney holds a free medical clinic every Friday evening, St. John's Lutheran Church, 122 Fenimore Road in Mamaroneck. Registration at 6:30 p.m. No one is ever turned away, but you need to be there at 6:30. You know, you can't show up at 7:30 and expect to be seen. We see every patient who comes and registers. The only thing you need for registration is your name, address, and phone number. There is no fee whatsoever. It is entirely 100% free. Every health care need you have will be taken care of. If you need a work physical, we'll do that. If your child needs vaccinations for school, we do that. If you're sick, Dr. Maloney will take care of you, give you medications. If you need some specialist referral, we do that. Everything is taken care of right at St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. No different than any doctor's office. This is every single Friday evening, except for the month of December and during the summer because there's no air conditioning. The wonderful people at St. John's Lutheran Church, Reverend Hank, we thank you so much for providing us with the space and for allowing us to operate each week. Your kindness and generosity and that of your congregation has been incredible. We're starting to get volunteers from your congregation, and we thank you for that. Once again, it's St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, Friday evening, 6:30 registration, 122 Fenimore Road in Mamaroneck at St. John's Lutheran Church. The annual Christmas party 2018 will be held December 21st, 7 p.m. in front of Dr. Maloney's office. Rain, shine, snow, whatever, it's there. Bring your children. They have them bring a garbage bag with them so that they can collect their toys and be on their way. Dr. Maloney loves to give to the children. It's an incredible feeling for us to give to them and see the appreciation and gratitude and smiles on their little faces when they see what they've gotten. And you can help us out by donating a new toy, by dropping it off at Dr. Maloney's office any time of the year, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. And you can also help us out by making a monetary donation. St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, 122 Fenimore Road, Mamaroneck, New York, 10543. And those are tax deductible. Anything else you can do to help us? You have the phone numbers. You've gotten the brochure in the mail. You've got a website, StRitasFreeMedicalClinic.com. And you have a phone number to call after 7 p.m. if you'd like further information. So we're here. Let's start a community talking about St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic and have everyone, let the buzzword be in Mamaroneck, St. Rita's. And let everyone know about us. Let everyone know that we're here to help, okay? And we appreciate everything you've done for us. I want to thank Felice for being here. We have a person behind the camera, her son, Brandon, who's been wonderful helping us film. And appreciate everything you've done. And thank you for being here again.